Hey guys, this is Daniel of fitnessblender.com, and today I'm going to be taking you through a little bit more of an advanced abs routine. So we've got a few different exercises to run through. We'll be doing each one of them for 45 seconds with a 15-second break rest to kind of get ready for the next exercise. And we're going to be doing this with weight. So I'm going to show you how to do this with a medicine ball. If you don't have one, that's perfectly fine. You can do this with just body weight, or you can even use just any other kind of weight. Just might be different depending on how you're holding it for each one, and you can kind of adjust as you need to. So there's no warm-up or cool-down with this routine, so make sure you add one in on your own. Otherwise, let's go ahead and get started. So this whole routine is going to be laying down on the ground, and we're going to be doing various different exercises for your abs, your obliques, and your lower back. And we're going to be using weight for this. Like I said, I'm going to be using a medicine ball. You can use whatever you want to, but each one is probably going to use a slightly different weight. So let's go ahead and get started. Like I said before, we're going to be doing each one of these for about 45 seconds on, 10 or 15 seconds rest. We're starting out with a traditional crunch. So lay down flat on your back, feet in about a 90-degree angle. Nice and slow, you're going to crunch straight up. Either hold that dumbbell or weight at your chest or behind your head. The further out you extend, the harder it's going to be. Whatever you do, don't kick your dumbbell or your whatever weight you're using out in front of you, because that actually uses momentum to help you out. So nice, slow, controlled motion. Crunch it up. Try to get as much range of motion as you can. Don't hold your breath. Keep those lungs open the entire time. And like I said, the harder you want it to be, the more you put that dumbbell, whatever that weight is that you're using, away from yourself. All right, give it a little bit of a rest when you're switching over to windshield wipers next. So you're going to be laying in the same exact position. This time, that weight is going to go between your feet. So this one requires a fair amount of inner thigh strength. So don't use too heavy of a weight until you know you can control it. So arms out nice and wide. You're going to tip it to the side as far as you can go before you feel like you're losing control, and then slowly across to the other side. Make sure you're keeping your shoulders plastered down against the ground. Don't let them lift up. If you let them lift up, you're going too far. So let that head relax. Nice, slow, controlled motion. Don't worry about getting a full range with extra weight. If you're feeling like you're having to limit that range too much, then drop that weight down really, really low. Otherwise, if you're feeling like you're getting almost a full range, then go ahead and stay where you are, or drop just a tiny bit. All right, let that one relax. Next one is going to be a back bow, so roll over onto your stomach. This one, you want to start with that weight relatively close to your head. You're lifting your chest and your arms at the same time. And start it up. Nice slow motion up, back down, hover if you can, right back up again. Again, the harder you want it, the more you're going to push that weight away from yourself. So just judge wherever's most comfortable for you. Make sure you're getting a nice full range of motion on this one. You can always drop that weight and just use body weight. That form is most important, so don't worry about how much weight you're using if you can't keep that form nice and clean. And let that one relax. Next one is going to be a ball crossover crunch. So this one is kind of like a pike crunch or a jackknife crunch. So put that ball between those feet, extend it out nice and straight. Hands above your head, bring it straight up, crunch up, grab that ball, transition to your hands, and back down. When you come up, transition back to your feet. It takes a lot of a crunch to get up there, and back down. Squeezing that ball with those hands as tight as you, or those feet as tight as you can each time. Just make sure you don't drop it on yourself. So with these motions, the taller you are especially, that extra leverage makes a very small amount of weight feel very, very heavy. So don't worry about trying to use too much. This medicine ball I'm using is only 6 pounds. All right, that one's done, which means we're moving on to a Russian twist. So sit up on that tailbone. This one, you're gonna hold that dumbbell starting just right in front of your chest. Lean back, just rotate left and right. If you wanna make it harder, you extend that dumbbell, or that weight, keep calling it a dumbbell, that weight straight out in front of your chest. Make sure that you're not swinging your arms. You're keeping it perfectly centered in front of your face, in front of your chest, and rotating from there. Again, the further you extend those arms out with that weight, the harder it's going to be. Just make sure as you start getting tired, you don't start rounding that back. Keep that back pulled up underneath you. Almost done. And let it relax. All right, next one is going to be a side hip raise. So lay out on your side, one elbow underneath your shoulder. You're going to stack that weight right up on top of that hip. Stack those feet or stagger them. Nice and slow, bring it up. And I'm doing this in socks. My feet are sliding around a little bit. If you have a longer mat, that'll help you from sliding, or if you just take those socks off and do it barefoot, even the grip from a pair of shoes will help out a little bit with this. So that oblique is typically a pretty weak muscle anyway, so a lot of people, you're not even going to need that weight at all, just use body weight. Nice and slow up and back down. Let it relax. Same thing on the other side. So we're going to switch sides. Stack that shoulder right above that elbow. Legs out nice and straight. Make sure you stagger those feet or just stack them depending on how you did it last time. Make sure it's the same. Nice and slow down. Press it right back up. If you switched halfway between using weight or just body weight, then make sure you do the same number of repetitions, the same amount of time you did last time. Just keep it going. Or you can do it just body weight if you want to. Try to push that range of motion as much as you can. And let it relax. All right, laying on your back again. We're doing a crisscross crunch next. A cross crunch, different thing. You're gonna have those feet straight up in the air, that weight in one hand, and you're gonna crunch up and across. So you're trying to go straight up rather than forward. So keep that weight in that hand, whether you're holding a dumbbell, medicine ball, sandbag, kettlebell, it doesn't matter. Try to keep those legs straight, right above that hip joint as best you can. Make sure you're trying to get that rotation as you crunch as well. So it's not just straight up, you're actually rotating that shoulder. All right, let it relax for a second. We'll do the same thing on the opposite side. All right, legs up. Start up. Again, getting that rotation. Make sure you're not using that hand for help. You can use it for support if you need to, if you feel off balance. But try as much as you can. Don't hold on to the back of your legs. Don't press against the ground. Man, those legs are getting nice and tired, as well as those abs. Just keep pushing through it. We got about 17 seconds left, and let those legs relax for just a second. Same motion through that upper body. You're pushing up and across. All right, bring those legs back up. Try to get a little more work out of it. Let that relax. All right, we have one left, which is going to be swimmers. This one you cannot really use weight for unless you're using individual dumbbells. So if you have that, go ahead and use that. Otherwise, just body weight, arms and legs out. Arms come up, left hand, right foot, squeeze them up, drop. Same thing on the other side. Start slow. And if you want to, you can always start speeding it up. We'll just keep those lungs open. If you want to get a little bit more like a Pilates motion, you get that breathing in with it. So it's me, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Or if you're moving faster, it's going to be inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. And let it relax. All right, that was nice and short, but I hope it was nice and intense for you. If it wasn't, really focus on that form next time, or just use a little extra weight. Hope you guys liked it. This workout is complete. See you next time.